Hey, what's up, everybody? Ray Pastor here, and today we are going to go through the U.S. East Coast surf report. I'm going to talk about the southern half of the U.S., the northern half, and then we're going to get into talk about some of the storms and potential things coming down the line. Um, just so you know, I'm kind of planning on doing this at least in the summer a lot. So every day, every couple days, something like that. Once we get into the fall and winter, it'll be more like when storms are coming, and maybe like weekly, something like that, bi-weekly. But for now, I'm trying to do it a lot because I have time and I'm surfing tons because it's summertime, because the water's warm and I'm a professor, so I don't have school just yet. I have a lot more time to dedicate to this. All right, cool. Let's see. Settings look good here, and we are ready to go. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is we're going to go through and check out the surf report, and I'm actually using NOAA's data, but I use a bunch of different types of data. You know, I have my website Radswell here, which has all I've compiled all the surf reports for the U.S. East Coast. Surf cams. I'm working on getting all the surf shop shapers and stuff like that, but I like to use NOAA a lot. They're kind of like my favorite and the first place I go to get my surf report. So let's get in and check out what's happening in the US East Coast. So I'm going to go to the Atlantic and we're going to check out the wave height for the next few days. Let's see. Here we go. So let's stop it. Let's zoom in a little bit. We're going to start out. Let's look at the lower half of the coast. So let's go from North Carolina to Florida. We'll zoom in really good so you can check out what's going on here. All right, so this is right now what you can see. And basically, this dark blue means pretty much like flat, like nothing. This light blue color right here basically tells you that the waves are like 1 to 2 feet high. So you're looking at some potential like knee to thigh high, maybe in a good spot like waist. But you have much better chance of that like thigh to waist high surf with this aqua color right here. But the colors we're really looking for is this right here, and this is where the storms are off the coast right now. But this is the color where this is solid like waist high plus surf. This green is even closer to like waist to chest high surf. So right now we're not seeing anything. This is today what we see. You can see the southern half of Florida. There's probably like 2 foot, 3 foot waves here. There might be like in good spots some waist high. We could actually check out, see what's going on in southern Florida right now. Let's see if they're getting anything. So I'm gonna go to Florida. We'll go to southern Florida. We'll just pick any beach. We can just look at any of these reports. They should be pretty accurate of what's going on down there today. Yeah, 1 to 2 feet. But you can see, yeah, Saturday we're going to increase, so we'll see that in a sec. But we're not seeing anything too great right now. Let's start moving through the days and check out what happens. So we're still in Friday. Not much. You can see this little swell right here moving up, and you can see swell with the storm moving in the southern part of Florida. You can see all of North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, nothing happening right now. We're still in Friday. Let's get to Saturday. All right, so this is Saturday night at midnight. We're not too worried about that. So this is 6 a.m. Saturday, what you see. 6 a.m. Saturday, what you see, you're going to see a little uptick. You can see this swell right here pushing in to the coast. So that's going to give a little push. So there might be like a very slight push in the waves tomorrow morning. Just a little tiny uptick from today, but it's pretty flat out there right now for most of these spots. So we're talking like it's like shin to knee right now, so maybe it'll be like a knee-high little wave Saturday. But you can see down here, like way southern Florida, like the Keys, are getting this is actually like nice swell, but it's storm swell coming in. So depending on the wind and rain and everything, they might not really be good until it cleans up. Let's go to Saturday afternoon. Not much is changing. We're getting into Sunday now. We're at Sunday morning. So Sunday morning, we're actually seeing like central to northern Florida might have like some waist high swell and definitely more push in Georgia and South Carolina. Not really anything for North Carolina at all. So I'm not getting anything here. But we can even check out the reports for Saturday. You can see Saturday and Sunday, like this northern part of Florida is going to have a little bit more swell. Let's check out Jacksonville, Florida, see what's coming up on there. Let's see. Yeah, not much. Just a little push, a little bump. But this is still probably this 2 to 3 foot in standout spots. It's going to be like, could be waist even bigger because it's going to be like storm swell coming in. So you might actually have some decent swell there in that northern part of Florida, even Georgia, maybe southern South Carolina. But North Carolina's not getting anything. And you can see right here on the coast where the storm's coming in. This whole part of the coast, the Gulf is definitely getting swell. We're in Sunday. We're in Monday. Monday night, here's 6 a.m. This is where you see that northern Florida and Georgia actually getting some potential waist-high swell coming in. So this will be a good time for both of those areas to check out your spots and know what the wind and rain are doing to see if it's actually surfable. But you should have something like at least some like mushy waves or some longboard waves to work with. But North Carolina's getting nothing. We go into Monday, Tuesday. Tuesday, we're seeing Georgia. Check this out. Northern Florida, Georgia. Nice. That's that right there. Let's see how long this actually lasts for. Oh, they're predicting it. So that's midnight, 6 a.m. So maybe Georgia that morning. Let's check it out and see what the reports are actually, the surf sites are saying for Georgia. For Tuesday morning, let's see. Let's look more at southern Georgia. Let's see if they're caught up to NOAA. Oh yeah, see. So Tuesday morning, you're gonna have that nice little bump, 3 to 5 feet, actually 3 to 4 feet. So this is your best chance right here for Georgia. You're gonna see this Tuesday morning, but look at the wind, just absolutely terrible. So that's not gonna be surfable at all, unless in that morning it's actually nice and calm. But you might see like some nice like waist to stomach high waves there in Georgia at that time. And then you can see it move slightly into South Carolina, but we're talking Tuesday. They can't predict out Tuesday from today. You know how fickle the East Coast is. It's totally not going to work like that. I mean, they're even showing a little bump in North Carolina, but I'm not seeing that in any of my surf reports right now. All right, let's go to the northern half of the U.S. and check out what's going on there. So let's zoom in. We already did North Carolina, so we don't need to see them. So let's get in. There we go. We got everything. Okay, so you can see there's been like a little like 1 to 2 foot wave in this like Long Island, Rhode Island, Massachusetts area for the last few days. Kind of it's been hanging out, but it's not really producing any waves. I mean, there might be seeing some knee-high waves in the morning with the right tide and wind, but that's about it. And we're not really seeing much here. You can see it's actually pushing away. I mean, this blue right here is flat. All that this light blue color right here, the sky blue is showing, is basically like a knee-high longboard wave, maybe if you're lucky. And we're going through where it's Saturday. We're seeing a little push in Virginia here and possibly into Maryland, but still like this swell right here, all that this is like knee to maybe thigh, like could be in standout spots, like a little waist-high swell. Let's go to 6 a.m. So you can see it's forming even on the coast of Jersey. Let's see what they're reporting for Virginia for that time. For that Saturday morning time frame. But I don't think they're really reporting much than 1 to 2, maybe 2 to 3 foot waves. Yeah, we're not really seeing much. We're seeing 1 to 2 foot swell here. But it's going to just be a little uptick, which might give you that nice, thigh-high, fun little summer longboard wave, which is better than it being flat. I'll take that. Then we're seeing this push away from the system as we get into Saturday, Sunday. You still down here in Virginia have that little, you're going to have that little knee-high longboard wave in the mornings. Even in Jersey, up here it's just completely flat and dead right now. We have nothing. More of the same into Tuesday. Basically that same little one, and you can even see it's getting flatter up here, but when it's this dark blue here, you're losing even that longboard wave. That's what we have in North Carolina right now. It's just nothing. But we get into this light blue, we at least have a little like knee-high longboard wave coming in. But that's the surf report for the next up until next Tuesday. So then we get into and we check out the what's going on with the current storm. So let's check out what's going on with the ocean and the storm. So let's actually go into check out some of the storm models to see. We can look at the National Weather Hurricane Service first. You can see on RadSwell, I have links to all this stuff on all the pages, so it's pretty easy to get to in 1 second. So right now we have Fred. Let me turn on the map for Fred. So Fred is unfortunately it's not going to really do any damage, which is great because it's just a tropical storm, so I'm not too worried about it. But it's not really going to produce any East Coast waves. It's going to produce some in the Gulf with the storm down here, but you can see it's not really giving us anything. What I'm more concerned about right now in the East Coast is this Invest 95 right now, because the predictions for this are not good. Hopefully it just comes like to here and turns out to sea, and if it does that, it'll produce good waves all the way from Florida to, I mean, it's going to give us all waves. So that's like the hope and the plan. But right now they're having it kind of come in and smack a part of the US, potentially me. So that's not fun. I don't like that. So we can look, let's actually go to the Invest 95, check out what the models are showing. You can see, you know, kind of what they're showing at this point. I mean, they're showing it almost go up to a category 2 or 3 storm, some of the models, and you can see 10 days out they're predicting it being just off the coast of Florida, which is not, you know, not good. Now this 997 is still like a tropical storm category 1, so that's a positive thing, that it doesn't go any higher than that. But when we look at the forecast models, we'll see if the latest GFS is up. It's not up yet. So let's actually go to the midnight run and I'll show you what the storm's looking like. If we get in, you can see there's the current storm right down here. It's really not much. It's really a small storm, but look at this coming in. That's already a category 1. That is, the prediction is 126 hours out. Now we're at a category like 2 or 3. We're really building right now. We're getting into like category 3, 4 time frame. So right now we're at 10 days out with this storm, 240 hours, 10 days. And just look at it right there. Look at that massive beast. That is a big, powerful storm. Now, obviously they can't predict well 10 days out, so you really, really, really have to you know, take this with a grain of salt. But this is gonna smack the coast with waves, you know, from the Outer Banks all the way to Florida. Just tons of surf. And it'll be good at first when it starts, like even like right here, like look how this just stalls out. Like we're gonna get like surf. Like this is gonna be pumping in when that happens. But then this is the bad part. That right there, I live right here where the X is, so that's not good. So they're showing the eye come in and hit like Morehead City in that area, North Carolina, and the Outer Banks, and where I live as well. So that's and then even go further into, you know, Virginia and stuff. So it's this could be a beastly bad. I mean, that's a category 1 or 2 hitting like, you know, the whole coast right here. Even going up into Jersey as a category 1. I mean, this could be a beastly storm hitting the whole entire coast here, because it's going to gain some strength as it goes over the Chesapeake there. Beast of a storm, but it's going to produce waves. So let's just watch it, because we're like a lot of days out, so you can't predict what's going to happen. But that's like what's coming up in the storms. That's kind of the upcoming surf report and what's going on. So yeah, that's everything, and I'll be on. You know, if you have any questions, always let me know, and yeah, I'll be on in the next few days doing this more. Later, all.